Is divorce a bad thing? Please let me know. This is a question I'm asking everyone watching this video. I need honest answers. Please let me know if you have reasons to say divorce is either a bad thing or a good thing. A lot has been happening in Nigeria, many of which could have been avoided if people do not perceive marriage as a do or die affair. Although everybody wants to get married with the view that till death do us apart, but there should be a period whereby you can understand that I need to run away because of my mental health or for my life. Okay, so I need response from you people watching this video. What do you think? Do you perceive marriage to be, divorce to be a good thing or a bad thing? So in this video, I'll be discussing from a legal point of view and also biblical point of view about divorce. Please stay with me and make sure you watch this video till the end. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary. I'm a practicing lawyer in Nigeria, and as well I'm a real estate consultant. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, do well to click on the subscribe button. Basically, on this YouTube channel, I share legal contents to educate the public because ignorance of law is not an excuse. So please do well to click on the subscribe button. For better or for worse, for richer or for poorer. This is a popular saying that many people, or when people get married at the altar or in church, they make these vows. And to me, it simply means a vow of allegiance. It doesn't mean when you're in a marriage, an abusive marriage, it doesn't mean you have to stay there because you have said for better or for worse. That is not the case. Okay, talking about the Bible, it is in the scripture that there are reasons whereby a man or a woman can forsake his partner or a partner. But many people are being terrified when they hear the word divorce. And for me, I feel you should be more terrified losing your life in an abusive marriage than you being terrified about living an abusive marriage. Because when you no longer have that life, when you no longer have your life, what else? Like, there's nothing, there's practically nothing you can actually do again. Okay, so for me, when you're in an abusive marriage, whether your partner is abusing you verbally or physically, the best thing for you to do, from my own point of view as a legal practitioner, is to file for separation. Or you may not necessarily go to court for a judicial separation. You may just leave that matrimonial home, or if you are sharing a room with your partner, you may as well leave that room. It is also separation. Okay, judicial separation could be, the courts may say that a partner should stay in one room and another partner to stay in another room, just for you to actually manage your differences. But when these differences are such of physical abuse, please, you do not need to stay in that house. This may be different for some people. Some people may actually watch this video and have a different opinion, but this is my own opinion. If you are in an abusive marriage and you're being verbally or physically abused, the best thing you can do is to get separated. You being separated from your spouse doesn't mean you have actually divorced your spouse. No. Separation, judicial separation, is quite different from divorce. Okay, let me just say judicial separation is a step before, a step ahead of divorce. Okay, so on the long run, judicial separation can as well mean divorce. That is, it can actually amount to the divorce. But judicial separation is just for you to say you and your spouse are actually living or staying separately. No conjugal rights, no cohabitation. So that is what judicial separation means, which is always the best option for anyone who is in an abusive marriage. Okay, because many people are of the opinion that one can actually reconcile. I'm also of that opinion, but I really can't say in an abusive marriage, such as physically or verbal abuse, I really can't say if reconciliation can always work. It may in some instances, but I'm not of the opinion that it can always work. Okay, because some people just don't have, they cannot tolerate it. I wouldn't blame them, because how would you say you want to tolerate an abusive marriage whereby your husband has actually turned you into a punching bag? We associated marriage with longevity. Which of the truth should be the case? What you need to discern when your mental health or your life is at stake. I don't think I can mention that enough. Longevity, you thinking marriage is till death do us apart, it is not a wrong perspective, but you need to discern when your life is at stake or your mental health is at stake. Okay, you need to run for your life, and that is why I gave that option of judicial separation. You are not divorcing your husband or your partner, so to say. Men also are victim of abusive marriage. So I don't think I think I'm mentioning more of women and all that, because it's actually so much in the society that women are always being victim of marital abuse and all that. So men also have their own, they also experience this thing. But for the sake of this video, please do not think I'm actually being gender biased. I'm actually talking about abuse in a marriage, not gender based. Okay, so the best thing is just to file for a judicial separation. During that judicial separation, it is possible for that the perpetrator to have a change of mind and to work on his or her shortcomings and work on the differences in the marriage. Okay, but instead of you staying and say this thing is, I want it, it is for a lifetime and all that, it is not a bad perspective. But you need to just know, like, okay, this is the time for me to be out, this is the time for me to take a break. I think I read on the internet over the weekend that when a woman actually tweeted that she was having issues with her husband and it wasn't getting better and she had to take a break. Okay, she had to take a break and go to her family, and on coming back, I think why they were not seen, probably the husband was remorseful. I really don't know what caused their issues then, but she just tweeted that she had to leave the house, and on coming back, getting back to the house, the husband had to take the kids to their in-law, and to his in-law rather, and they actually had time to talk and all that. So she now laid emphasis on the fact that when she left the house, she's of the opinion that when she left the house was when the husband was able to think and all that, and they were actually able to amend their differences. So judicial separation is actually you going to the court to get an order of the court that you and your partner are actually separated or to stay apart for a period of time. But this particular woman, in her own wisdom, she just left her house and went to her family. Okay, so she just took that break, which actually helped her, and shared it on the internet for other people to, which may be of help to other people. Okay, so don't be terrified like I'm leaving this man or I'm leaving this woman. You just need to use wisdom to build your home as a woman, or a man can also build a home. Okay, so talking about the scripture now, it is in the scripture. Please, I am a Christian, but I'm not a pastor, but I just feel I need to put a bit of the scripture. I'm sorry for my Muslim brothers and sisters who may be watching this video. I really don't know how to actually add from the Quran or add to heart from the Quran, but just as a Christian, to talk about it from the biblical parts, because many people actually know that God actually detests divorce, which is very, very correct. Okay, in Malachi, God actually makes us to understand that he detests divorce, like he hates divorce with passion. Okay, but however, he actually gave certain circumstance whereby a believer or a Christian can file for divorce. Okay, so because in instance of you being in a marriage whereby your husband is beating you every day, our God is not wicked. He will never tell you to remain in that kind of a marriage. In law, to every general rule, there are exemptions. So let me say, God detests divorce, but there are exemptions to that general rule. So there's issue of abuse, abandonment, adultery. These are in the scripture. Okay, they are in the scripture that these are reasons, some of the reasons whereby you can always file for divorce. Okay, it is in Matthew, Deuteronomy, Exodus, because this is not really scriptural, or how would I put it now? This video is not just based on the scripture, so probably I will share the verses. I will share the verses on the screen. So please, these are some of the reasons reasons for you to file for divorce. Also, talking about the legal aspect, I have made a video about grounds to file for divorce in Nigeria. Okay, and adultery is part of it. Desertion is part of it. Abuse, be it verbally or emotional or physically abuse, they are reasons, they are good grounds for you to file for divorce. Please, I need to mention this again. Do not be terrified for living an abusive marriage. Rather, be terrified for losing your life in an abusive marriage. That is just what I would that will be my last parting word on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video educates you, please do what to like this video. Also share it with anyone that you think this video may be of help to. Also, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. It is very, very important. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in another video.